Guys, it's Board Game Walkthrough, and today my dad is joining us, and we're doing a top 5 family board games.
So my number 5 is Sheriff of Nottingham. I really like this game because it's a fun game, and it's kind of like a sneaky game where you have a bunch of cards and they say like different things, and you put them in these pockets and you give them to the person who is it, and then they have to guess if you're telling the truth on how many you said or what you have. And then, so it's basically a fun game, and I really like this game. So yeah, that's my number 5.
Yeah,
I'm the sheriff.
Yeah, Dad's really good at the game.
My number 5 is Animals on Board. Animals on the Board is a I split and you choose type game where on your turn you're going to split a group of 13 different animals into different sections, and then once you have enough food you can buy one of the sections, and you're trying to get 3 of the kind of animals. Since Noah took 2 animals, you're doing a different arc and you're trying to get 3 of each kind. And that's my number 5, Animals on Board.
So my number 5 is Escape the Curse of the Temple. So in this game, Escape, you are with your you're in a dungeon temple thing with your teammates, and you're basically trying to escape, and it runs through this app, and it gives you 10 minutes to play the game, and it does this cool music, and it gets really hard because you have to keep rolling the dice really fast to to run to move to the next area, and you have to do you can pick and do quests and different stuff. So my number 5 is Escape.
My number 4 is Dixit. I really like this game also because it's a fun game. So you basically have 6 cards, and then you look at the cards and they have weird pictures, and then you're supposed to describe it but not completely, and then everybody else is trying to guess which one's your card out of the word that you said. So everybody else places a card, and then they have these numbers that they have to try to guess which one's yours, and then they get points for the amount that you do or they guess. So I really like this game. It's really fun, and yeah, this game's really fun. It's a really good game.
My number 4 is Wits and Wagers Family Edition. And we played this game a lot. We went almost through all the questions. We got a few more questions to go, and once we finish the questions, I think we're going to move on to the regular Wits and Wagers. But this is a good one for kids and for families because it's got simpler questions, ones that they would be able to guess the numbers. Guess the numbers at. But then once you guess a number, everybody votes on which number they think is the closest.
Yeah, because you write it on a white.
And you get more points based on how close you are. So that's my number 4, Wits and Wagers Family Edition.
So my number 4 is My number 4 is Survive, Escape from Atlantis. And so the reason why I like this game is because I like the theme, and you're all stranded on an island, and you're trying to escape. But there's sea monsters, there's whales, there's sharks that you can get trapped by, and you want to try to ride your boats over to the other islands so that you can survive from the island. So that's why I like this game.
So my number 3 is Class. This is a really big, fun game. So this game is basically where there's a table. You can maybe see it right there. And then you have all these pieces those are magnetic, and then that. And you have that magnet that you put under the table, and then you have to try to score. And this is a really fun family game, and I really like this one. So it's really fun, and yeah.
My number 3 is Jamaica. Jamaica is a game where you're pirates going around, sailing around an island, collecting gold, collecting bombs to attack other people, and food that you use to, when you stop at certain spots, you have to food. And it's a race game, so you're trying to get around the island as fast as you can. And my number 3, Jamaica.
So my number 3 is same as Avery's, Clask. So in this game, there's a board, as my sister told you, and you have a magnet that goes under the table, and then there's also a magnet on the top of the table. So you like control it by the bottom, and it's like soccer. So you want to hit the ball over to the other side, and then if you get your ball stuck in this thing, then you go out, and there's a bunch of different ways. So that's why I like this game.
Number 2 is Dr. Eureka. If you haven't heard of this game, it's a really fun game, and it's kind of challenging because you have like little bottles like that, and they're plastic bottles. You have 3 of them, and then you have to try to like get the balls that are green, kind of reddish, pinkish, and purple into the cups in different patterns, and you can't use your hands, and it's just a really challenging, fun game, and I really like this one. It's a really fun game.
You're trying to go as fast as you can.
Yeah. And you're trying to get it off the card.
My number 2 is Dixit. So like Avery said earlier, we've played this one a lot. It's fun to see the different combinations the kids come up with for the cards. And we have a bunch of the expansions, so we have a lot of the cards. And the scoring system works well too. Everybody has a chance to win this game. And so that's my number 2 is Dixit.
So my number 2 has to be Sheriff of Nottingham. We don't play this as much, but I almost like it as much as Dixit. Dixit is one of my go-to games, kind of. And so Sheriff of Nottingham is, like Avery said, there's a sheriff, and you're trying to sneak stuff through him. And you can sneak like contraband through, and you want to like say like you have cards that say like there's apples, but you can sneak red cards, which are contraband. That like you could say you have 3 apples, but I have 2 apples and a contraband. But if they check it, then you have to pay them, and so it's just really fun. And my dad's really good at it because he always gets us. He's really funny. So that's Sheriff of Nottingham.
Number 1 is Escape. Like Josiah said, this is a really fun game, and I really like it because you're in like a temple and you're trying to like escape. That's why it's called Escape. So you basically roll the dice, and there's dramatic or like cool music, and then you have 10 minutes to escape it because you like roll the dice, and then you can get locked, and it's a really fun family game, and I really like this one. It's a really fun one.
Yeah, it's really team effort based.
Yeah, you have to all work together to escape.
My number 1 is King of New York. So in King of New York, you are rolling a handful of dice, 6 dice I think, Yahtzee style, trying to get different combinations. But you each have your own monster, and you're fighting over New York. We used to have King of Tokyo, and King of New York just adds a few more things.
Like
you can destroy buildings,
that was fun.
and you can destroy planes and tanks that are attacking the city, but they can also hurt you based on the dice roll. So it just adds a little more. We prefer the King of New York, and that's my number 1.
Yeah, because you can like get in the circle and like hold it.
It's really fun.
Cool. And then everyone can attack. So my number 1 has to be Dixit. We play this game a lot. I almost like it as much. I almost like Sheriff of Nottingham as much as this. So in this game, everyone has a deck of cards, and one person is like it, or kind of it, not really, but. And so they pick one card, and then they say a word, but they don't let anyone see the card. So they'll say like like maybe dog or something. And then everyone lays down a card that has something to do with that they think might have something to do with it. Sometimes you might, sometimes you will. So everyone lays it, and then everyone has these little chips that say 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5, depending on how many people are playing. And then you want to try and guess which card is the one that the person laid. So it's really fun. It's kind of tricky at some times,
And
but
also
anyone
people-
can win.
Yeah, they can say really hard stuff, and it's kind of hard to guess which one is theirs.
So thank you guys for watching this.
Also, comment down below what other videos you want us to make or board game videos. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.